Hello everybody, this is Sniper69 here bringing you yet another Bismarck commentary. The map is Hotspot, I believe. We've got the new spawns which are a bit more forward, and looking at the teams, I'm in top tier. It's a tier 6 to 8 game, but there's not many tier 8 ships. It's relatively even in terms of battleships. We have an extra DD and they have an extra cruiser, but it's majority of tier 6 ships in this game. Starting off this game, I decide to reverse, and it's not because I'm a baby. It's because the new forward spawns are quite annoying, really, on this map, because I can either go, because I want to head towards the A, and in order to get to A, I either go forward of this island, or I go behind this island. And if I go forward of this island, I'll be spotted by a DD on the B cap because it's way too close, and I'll take unnecessary damage. So I have to go a little bit back in order to stay in cover, and so I can sneak up and move into the A cap and support my team. So whilst I'm maneuvering, I will still take some pot shots of the enemy team, and I see the Nürnberg there, 18 kilometers away. Yes, I am sniping, but there's nothing really else for me to shoot. I could shoot the Akatsuki, but the likelihood of me getting a shot in on him is pretty low. And I managed to get a nice 3 overpens on the Nürnberg. To be honest, it should have been 3 citadels and a deletion, but hey, German dispersion. Nah, I'm just joking. But I haven't done the commentary in a while, just been a bit busy with university. Being a medical student is tough, but anyway, I'm going to try and do a few more commentaries the next couple of days and push some stuff out before the new update hits. I'm pretty pumped for the Bismarck. Well, I already have the Bismarck. I'm pretty pumped for some Bismarck camos, but it'll be interesting to see what they finalize with the hood. Unfortunately, I don't have the ship. I've seen a few people play it. I've seen some commentaries. I'm not a big fan of it, but we'll see. We'll see if it's worth getting. I already have a tier 7 battleship. It's called the Scharnhorst, and it makes me pretty happy to have it, but we'll see how the hood performs. The enemy Gneisenau and Shiratsuyu have pushed into A cap. I just need to watch out for the torpedoes from the Shira. The Akatsuki is still on the B cap, and our Nevny somehow manages to rush the Akatsuki, which is very, very good. It'll be good if he can get a trade, because the tier 5 Nevny versus tier 7 Akatsuki, if he can get the kill, if he can get the trade, it's a pretty good trade. So he gets the kill, which is very good. I dodged some torpedoes which I had no idea were coming, so that's very good as well. Probably shot from the Shiratsuyu, and I'm going to try and push up into the A cap and take a position where I can help my Hatsu, because the Shiratsuyu is on that cap, push up and potentially kill the Shiratsuyu and try and hold a central position and try and stay relevant for the remainder of the game. So the Gneisenau is 10.6 kilometers away. He's in my secondary range. If I can get around these islands, I should be able to clear him out. The Hatsuhara is doing a very good thing here. He is reversing backwards, trying to spot the Shiratsuyu for me, and that's very, very good, because it means that I can get a shot in. The Shiratsuyu drops his pants. He's put on his brown pants, and I get a nice 5k salvo. And on 2 overpens 5k, that Shiratsuyu is definitely hurting. And since those torpedoes were spotted a mile away, I can comfortably push into the A cap and not have to use Hydra or anything. The New Mexico gets a very nice snipe, and at this point in time we're in a pretty comfortable position with only 2 ships lost, the Gnevny and some cruiser, I don't know what, some cruiser, whatever it is, but the enemy team has lost the Shiratsuyu and Akatsuki, both torpedo DDs. There are only 2 torpedo DDs, only 2 DDs on their team. And they've lost some 2 other cruisers, I think the Nürnberg and something else. So I decided to take a fight with this Gneisenau. He's comfortably in my secondary range. I've got 2 fires so far, a couple of secondary hits. He's burning, which is good. And I'm just going to try and follow him, keep him in my secondary range, keep a good distance. But I don't want to overextend. I don't want to go past this island. Because if I do, those 2, a battleship and a cruiser on C5, could easily turn around and 3 versus 1 kill me. So I'm going to try and just use this island as a bit of cover, and to remain in this central position on A cap. So I'm probably going to beach myself and have that little bit of landmass as cover, and I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can to this guys now. So unfortunately I can't keep him in secondary range, but I've got this island giving me some cover, protecting my front area. So the only thing he has to shoot is my rear. He gets 2 overpens, which is very good. I get a third fire, you know, with my long range secondaries. I managed to get a fire on him, so he's still going to keep burning. He's taking some good penetrating hits, even though they're all overpens. I did more than 5.5k of damage. So something's bouncing, so one of the shells are bouncing inside and exploding near a penetration area. For some reason, the Gneiss now decides he wants to come back into my secondary range. I pop my heal, since I've got enough to repair now, and he decides to come back into my secondary range, which doesn't really make a lot of sense on his part. He's kind of killing himself. I would have just run away, to be honest. But I'm reversing back towards him. I'm trying to give some angled, you can try and say relatively angled. I've got a nice 45-degree angle towards him, which should bounce most things, but I take a citadel through my butt at 45 degrees, and I'm not particularly happy about that. I think he's... I don't know how I got citadel there, because you could see that the underside was on, like, more towards me rather than towards him, and I got citadeled I think at 8 kilometers or something. So it's either, I don't know if the German turtleback extends the whole length of the ship, or just in the, you know, just where the citadel is on the side. So if it is only on the central portion, perhaps he was able to get a shell on this, like he basically lobbed a shell through the side and like into my citadel and like not even going through my turtleback. So that is one of the potential flaws in German design. I don't want to say it's a flaw, but like it's, you know, there are a couple of situations in which a German battleship can be citadeled, such as when they turn in and reveal their underhull, and when they I guess show a funny angle bow in when they're attempting to go bow in or turning away, where the where the turtleback doesn't extend the full length of the ship, and there's a little gap where they can potentially penetrate through the bow and aft and get into that citadel space. So I'm maintaining my central position. I want to move into the B area and fight off these 3 battleships. So I'm telling my Hatsuharu to smoke me, because if he can smoke me, my secondaries are going to be blazing away. They're going to be pretty smoking at the end of it. So I'm slowing down. If my Hatsuharu doesn't smoke me, it'll be pretty hard to take on 3 battleships. Because I took that 20k salvo from that Gneisenau, I'm not feeling very confident in pushing in. And that team, you know, we had, you know, a good lead. We had 2 ships down versus their 4, but now they've almost equalized it. We have 5 ships down and they've got 6. So if those battleships can do some work, kill a few ships, we could potentially lose this game. So the Hatsuharu does smoke me, and it's 11 minutes 30 on the timer. I've got 81 secondary hits. Let's see how long it takes for the enemy team to die. So I've got my smoke cover. The enemy ships managed to land a few shells, and I do take a bit of damage, but the Amagi decides to show broadside, and when you show broadside to any battleship, you're going to take a beating. The 4 overpens and the Citadel, 18k salvo, and my secondaries are doing work. They're actually doing something. So I've got 6 fires so far, which is very good. I haven't fired a single HE round, but I've got 6 fires. Thank you, secondaries. 7 fires. This is very good. So I swapped to the Arizona because I can penetrate in bow 1, but I can't penetrate the Amagi, who's showing a bit of angle. So I get a nice salvo in the Arizona. He's my secondary target since the Amagi is already on fire. And the Bayan gets a nice shot on the Amagi. He's down. So there's only an Amagi and a Warspite now. Sorry, an Arizona and a Warspite. So they're going to go down pretty soon. Take a shot at the Arizona. He's bow in. I can penetrate through the bow, but German dispersion. I get another fire. My secondaries are just ticking away, and I give a compliment to the Hatsuharu for this amazing smoke. The smoke was so good. Second fire on the Arizona. 9 fires now. And the smoke starts to fade, but the damage is done. The enemy team have just eaten all these secondaries, and you know, that smoke literally just saved the game. And high caliber with that, 150k damage. My secondaries are still working. Unfortunately, I can't see the timer because all these medals just keep pushing it up. Warspite. Yeah, you're out of position, man. Well, not out of position. He's out of this game. He's gone. These shells are gonna smack him. Bang. So finally, after 2 minutes of after 2 minutes of close range engagements, I've managed to snag 2 kills. My secondary counter jumps from 81 to 219. I have 11 fires. That's a lot of damage. And the enemy team has basically collapsed. There's a cruiser at B, I don't know, on the 8 line, B8C8. He's kind of not doing anything. The enemy Cleveland's on C cap, but he's in secondary range for some reason. Again, he's, I guess, trying to fight the Bayon, but he's not really paying really much attention to me. I'm waiting for him to commit to a turn. I should be able to penetrate him through the deck. And there's also a New Orleans behind the island, so I need to keep an eye out on him. It's the 12th fire. These secondaries, man, smoking. So basically, since the 11-minute mark, my secondaries have now finally stopped shooting, which is pretty impressive. 3 minutes of just constant secondary fire. Feels good. Bismarck, too strong. Don't nerf. Please nerf. No, don't nerf this. This ship is amazing. This ship is probably one of the reasons why I'm still playing water warships. I've hit a lull where the game just doesn't feel that fun anymore. But it's basically the Bismarck, Tirpitz, and Scharnhorst which is just keeping me in the game. So that's the 4th kill. The Cleveland, he decides to turn in to my shells. New Mexico showing broadside at 6 kilometers. My secondaries, I'm melting him. Didn't even need to use my hydro at all this game since the deities died so stupidly and early. 4 overpens, feels bad, man. The game's pretty much in the bag. I'm asking my team if I can get a crack in just to finish this game off. I already got high cal and Confederate. 250 secondary hits, 13 fires, which is phenomenal in a ship which I haven't even fired a single HE salvo. So it's important on the Bismarck to stay relevant, to brawl when you need to brawl, and to snipe when you need to snipe, and to keep, to make sure that you don't take unnecessary damage. So that's about it for the game. Thanks for watching.